How y'all doing? Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna wait for some of y'all to come in the chat. This is a fairly new channel, so I'm gonna start going live more on this channel. I already started posting videos for the past couple of weeks, but now I'm gonna start going live. But anyway, I'm gonna just start talking, and then whoever jumps in, whatever, I just might repeat some of the things I just said. But anyway, hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers out there. Hope you had a wonderful day, and I hope you have many more to come. Every day should be Mother's Day, okay? Every day should be Mother's Day. So I just want to just congratulate y'all on everything, all right? Um, so actually, we have this mic here ready. So I want to talk about what's been all over the news today, all right? Yes, I want to talk about what's been all over the news lately, and John Morant. John Morant. All right. Welcome, everybody. Let's talk about John Morant today. So, I'm sure some of y'all have seen by now, John Morant got caught showing another blinky on IG Live again. Remember, a couple months ago, he had that issue at a strip club in, I think, Denver after a game. He went on IG Live, his own IG Live, and showed a weapon. Okay, and then he was suspended for 8 games. Supposedly got treatment in a week. He had an interview with Jenna Rose, and he told Jenna Rose, I'm paraphrasing, but he said something like, "Hey, it's my fault. I'm sorry, this and that. I'm getting help, blah blah blah." Okay, and I like to give people the benefit of the doubt because we all make mistakes. I'm 49 years old. Trust me, I made mistakes. Trust me. So I'm not sitting here claiming I'm an angel because I'm not an angel at all. Especially when I was younger. Now, of course, as I got older, I began to do less mistakes and I became wiser. Now, have I ever held a weapon, on TV or social media? No, but it's not about comparing people. It's just overall, we all make mistakes. The problem is we have to learn from it. I was never a star athlete. I was never a multi-millionaire professional basketball player, especially at that age. So I can't tell you how I feel like to have that much money and fame and power at a young age, say early 20s. So I'm pretty sure it could be overwhelming to a lot of people. It can be overwhelming to a lot of people, right? But at the same time, that's when you gotta have good people surrounding you. Right? Now, I grew up in Miami. I grew up in a 2-parent household. So I had a good family upbringing. I'm not gonna lie about that. The schools I've gone to though wasn't the best schools. Because of where I lived, I had to go to some rough schools. Trust me, rough junior high and rough high schools. So I witnessed a lot of fights and all type of crazy stuff in high school and junior high, believe it or not. The point I'm saying is some of the people that I grew up with that I known they were gangsters or street dudes. One thing they did was they never try to pull me into that world. Let me explain. I grew up in Miami, so for those of y'all who joining me, I'm talking about John Morant. Okay, so I grew up in a nice, 2-parent home, but I went to rough schools because of where I lived. But the gangsters that I knew, one thing that did not do is they never tried to pull me into their world because they know I was not about that life. So I say that because whoever John Morant is listening to, whoever John Morant is surrounding himself to, the people around him should be telling him, hey man, don't go down that route. Because to me, a good friend would, even if a guy is a gangster or a street dude, most of the street dudes I know is not gonna try to bring you into their life because they know it's a rough life. So I don't know why is John Morant pretending to be a gangster. This is nothing to play with. The street life is nothing to play with. You're a multi-millionaire. You grew up in the, you know, John went to private school. You're also a basketball player. Why do you want to be gangster? I don't get it. There are people in the streets. They're trying to get out of the street. There are people trying to get out of the hood. John Morant is hustling backwards. John Morant is hustling backwards. I just don't get it. The first time he messed up with the IG, months ago with the showing the weapon on IG Live, I get it. Everyone made mistakes. He made a mistake. Okay, he went to rehab, had an interview with Jalen Rose. Okay, I get it. But then months later, he comes and does the same thing. The same thing. Some people fear success. Some people, we don't know what they're going through stress-wise, anxiety-wise, depression-wise. I don't know John Morant. I don't know if he's a good kid or not. Just from afar, looks like a good kid, but I don't know him. And by kid, I'm not being disrespectful. By kid, meaning he looks like a nice young man. I don't know him personally. But why are you showing a weapon on IG Live again? It really makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's and his father. Let's talk about his father for a minute. The Usher lookalike. All right. I would never tell a man how to raise his kid. John Morant is a man already, a young man. So I'm not telling you how to raise your kid. I don't have any kids. I do have nieces and nephews though. But what I'm saying is I don't have any kids. So just from afar, looking at the whole situation, it seems like the father want to be more of a homeboy than of a father. It's hard to tell young men in the early 20s what to do when they're not a millionaire and famous. So imagine how hard it is. So imagine how hard it is trying to tell a young millionaire that's famous what to do as a father. It's rough. I know it's rough. So I'm not gonna sit here and say, hey, do this, okay? I'm not gonna say that. It's tough. But as John Morant's father should definitely try to talk to him. And maybe he did try to talk to him. But John Morant has to be very careful because the NBA is a $1 billion industry, $1 billion company. The NBA is a $1 billion company, and any NBA player is expendable. Okay, no one player is bigger than the NBA. The NBA has sponsors and businesses that give them money to show the product, and the NBA is not gonna mess up. The NBA is not gonna fumble their bag because John Morant want to fumble his bag. I'm gonna say it again. The NBA is not gonna fumble their bag because John Morant is trying to fumble his own bag. Okay, John Morant is scheduled to make $193 million over the next 4 or 5 years, and he's in jeopardy of losing that. He has a contract which is guaranteed. That's true. NBA has guaranteed contract, but like every contract, there's also something in the contract that says, behavior, basically bad behavior or illegal behavior or anything like that can actually have the NBA teams void a contract. Okay, what I mean. So Memphis Grizzlies signed, John Morant to big extension, right? Big money, but there's a clause in the contract that, just because you're playing in the NBA don't mean you just act wild. Okay, the NBA is a multi-billion-dollar company, and it has sponsors, and the other owners also. They have they have billionaire owners, and they're trying to promote their players and their team and stuff. But if the NBA is seen as a gangster company, it's not good business, no matter how big it is. Okay, so John Morant going around trying to be gangster is bad for NBA business. And I'm telling you, Ja Morant has to be very careful because the NBA will push him out. Don't get it twisted. The NBA will push him out. Okay? Because no one player is bigger than the whole NBA. That's for sure. That's for sure. If you look at Michael Jordan, I know people saying, I know what you're saying. Jordan's big, is bigger than NBA. No, Jordan is not bigger than the NBA. You notice, I grew up in the Jordan era, and he did take 3 years off for whatever reason it was, for baseball aspirations. But we can speculate why he took those years off. I'm not gonna mention anything, but it just kind of. The point is, why not to say? Maybe the NBA told him to take 3 years off. I don't know. I'm just speculating. The point is, no one player is bigger than the NBA. So, Ja Morant, my advice to you, buddy, is you need to chill, right? You need to chill. You're young. I think you're 23 years old. You're young. You're rich. You're famous. But I'm telling you one thing: if you keep playing with fire, you're gonna get burnt. The Memphis Grizzlies is still owned by billionaire owners, and they will protect the product and the brand, at all costs. The NBA will protect the brand at all costs. Okay, they signed billion-dollar deals with ESPN and other major companies to broadcast their games. So you think the NBA is gonna let one NBA player ruin that? ESPN is owned by Disney. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, that Disney. Disney World where everything is happy, everything go lucky, blah blah blah. You think Disney is gonna be happy having ESPN sponsor a league that can sing gangster? Yeah, okay. That's exactly my point. So, Ja Morant, I don't want to see you out the league. I really want to. Ja Morant, I really wish you the best. I really do, Ja Morant. I wish you the best. I wish you, get your act together. I'm not gonna tell you to get rid of your friends because I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't know them, and they could be good friends. I don't know. I will say this: if you get Ja Morant, if you get kicked out of the league, whoever your homeboys are, or whoever you're, if you're supporting your family members, if you get kicked out of the league, then the money is gonna get dried up. So everyone loses. Okay, everyone loses. And last thing, man, it is not fun playing gangster, bro. You made it. You're out of the hood. You made it. Okay, people in the hood are trying to get out the hood, not go back in. You're hustling backwards, my boy. You're hustling backwards. So again, I do wish you the best. I do wish you the best. I don't want to see a young talented guy like this destroy his career. But the whole world is watching you destroy your career right before our own eyes. I don't like it. I hate it. Okay, I hate it. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the whole Ja Morant scandal. I guess it's a scandal. Ja Morant, please get your act together. You're already suspended, and you're for sure going to be suspended X amount of games starting next season. Gilbert Arenas got like 50 games, and don't be surprised if you get that much, or maybe the whole year. The NBA might suspend you for a whole year, and then what? And then what? Take this time off to reflect, get some good people around you, and just come back strong, man. But it's hard to defend you, man, when you doing stuff like this, man. When you show your guns, when you show weapons on IG Live like that, you are inviting that bad energy, man. There's always somebody bad, bigger and badder than you. Always remember that. You're inviting bad energy. Trust me. You don't want that type of energy going your way. Okay? Because somebody is always going to try to test your gangster. I wish you the best, job, man. I wish you the best, okay? Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. I'm going to see y'all guys later. All right? I'm probably going to make a live about the Heat and Celtics series. I'm a diehard Heat fan, so I'm gonna do a show about that, and then I'm gonna do a show about Denver and the Lakers. All right, and then that's it. So I'll see y'all next time. Okay, everybody. Peace. Jaden Rose is very respected in the NBA and sports community. He's a former NBA athlete, former college star, basketball star. He's basically the man. Nice guy. He works with Malika Andrews. She's been known to make some crazy allegations and stuff. She accused him of doing this.
Get your finger out of my armpit. We're just happy to see Jalen Rose welcoming in.
What? She accused Jalen of touching under her armpit? Watch again. Watch closely. Jalen's fingers are not nowhere near her armpits. She's making that up. Jalen Rose is upset, so he actually had to reply to that allegation.
I didn't put my finger under her armpit. If you look at the picture, I only got 4 fingers and 1 thumb.
So who do you believe, Jalen or Malika? Let me know below. Jaden Rose is a former NBA player and a great NBA analyst. He works alongside with Malik Andrews, who's been known to say certain weird things. So recently, Malik Andrews made a comment. Check this out.
Get your finger out of my armpit. We're just happy to see Jalen Rose welcoming in.
What? She said that Jalen tried to touch her armpit? Watch closely. Jalen's fingers are not nowhere near her armpits. She's making that up. I don't trust her at all. All right. Now, in my last video, I did a reaction. Well, not a reaction. First of all, I just want to say what's up, everybody. How y'all doing? Thank you for joining me on the Professional Sports Enterprise channel. All right, so I did a video previously that, and I just basically went over the Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. It was a preview of what I think might happen. I actually broke down what I think Miami's gonna do, and I think Miami's gonna be winning. I think Miami's gonna beat the Celtics in 6 games. Okay, that's just my opinion. Okay, but on this video, I'm gonna talk about the Los Angeles Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. Okay, they're gonna be playing in the Western Conference Finals. So LeBron James and the Lakers have a real good chance of winning it all. If you think about it, it's down to 4 teams. You know, Denver Nuggets, Los Angeles Lakers, Miami Heat, and the Boston Celtics, the final 4. And so if LeBron wins the championship, where does it? Well, you know what? Before I get to that, I just want to just talk about the game itself. The Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Lakers. In my last video, I kind of touched on it a little bit, previewed it, and I mentioned that it's very hard to pick. And I think I picked Denver in 7, I think. But I'm going to talk about it just a little bit more. Now, we all know the Joker. Jokic is a beast, man. He's a beast. You know, it always amazes me how the NBA is full of talent, but also super athletes. It always amazes me how people like Jokic, Luka, Larry Bird back in the days, people who are not supremely athletic, but also able to just dominate using the basketball genius and leverage and angles and stuff. Jokic is slow-footed, barely jumps off the ground. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, but still, barely jumps off the ground. Not the quickest guy in the world by any stretch, but manages to dominate the NBA. Now, defensively, he definitely can't keep up with most of the guys in the NBA because he's just too slow laterally, just in general. But offensively, the guy basically averages a triple-double. That's amazing. That's amazing. And just watching him play, I like watching him play because I just get amazed by how good he is. Now, he has a big task in front of him, Anthony Davis. Let's talk about Anthony Davis for a minute. Anybody who knows me knows that I've been pretty critical of Anthony Davis, not for his skills, because obviously the guy has skills. Sometimes I question how much he wants it. Sometimes I question his toughness. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to question another man's toughness, but sometimes you got to wonder what makes him go? Because I know everybody's different. Everyone perceives pain differently for the most part. But why is it that almost every game he's in, if he gets touched, he's always lands on the floor and spends like a half an hour on the floor, it seems like, looking like he's in major pain. But then he usually gets up and starts playing again. My thing is he flopping or is he just has low pain tolerance? Because let's talk about the game where he got accidentally elbowed in the head by Looney. Again, Looney is a big guy. So I'm not going to say, oh, it was a soft hit. But they say he got carried in a wheelchair because of the hit in the head. Now, I'm an acupuncturist, so I can see how a doctor may say, hey, he's a big guy, what I mean? Anthony Davis is a 7-footer. And if he's feeling lightheaded and dizzy, and if he falls, that's a big fall. So I could see somebody saying, hey, put him in a wheelchair just in case he faints or falls. Okay. So from that angle, yes, it does make sense. But I mean, again, I don't want to judge nobody's toughness because I played basketball most of my life and I got hit hard. I do cage fighting. Okay. Now, cage fighting isn't for everybody. I know that. My last MMA fight, the guy hit me back on the head 18 times. Yeah. In the first round, in the first minute, I got hit back to back 9 times in the back of the head. I got up. I was dizzy. I'm not gonna lie. But when you're fighting, you can't show your weakness, or you can't show that you're hurt. So if you watch my fight, I had my poker face on. I looked like I was okay, but I was, my head was spinning. My point is that I still went out there and fought a minute later. Again, I'm not saying it's the same situation. This and that. The point I'm saying is I think Anthony Davis needs to get a little tougher. So as far as how the Western Conference Finals are going to go, I think so. Denver has home court advantage. The game starts tomorrow, or technically today, because it's already Monday morning, 12:50, right? So I just think what's going to happen is that the Lakers might still win in Denver for the first 2 games. If that happens, that'd be interesting. That'd be very interesting if the Lakers win. It'd be very interesting if the Lakers steal a game. The Lakers are going to try to steal the first game for sure. For sure. Whoa. I just think that Denver's playing so well as a team that it's going to be kind of hard to beat them on the home court. That's what I think personally. But I just think overall, just to sum it up, I just think Denver is going to beat the series in 7 games. It's going to be a tough game. All depends on how bad Anthony Davis wants it. Anyway, that's all. I just want to mention it. Please don't forget So please don't forget to subscribe and like. It's getting kind of late here. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I got to go to work tomorrow morning. But I'm going to see y'all next time, okay? Please don't forget to subscribe and like and tell your family and friends about this channel. Peace.